This is the story of Joseph, a young boy full of joy, running through the fields with a heart that loved God. His father Jacob loved him dearly, for Joseph had a gentle and faithful spirit. One day, Jacob gave him a beautiful coat, bright, colorful, unlike anything his brothers had ever seen. And when his brothers saw this, jealousy filled their hearts. One night, Joseph had a dream of his brothers' sheaves bowing before his. When he shared it, their anger grew even stronger. Then came a second dream of the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowing before him. Even Jacob wondered what such dreams could mean. But far away in the fields, Joseph's brothers whispered among themselves, plotting against him. As Joseph approached them, wearing the colorful coat, they seized him violently, tearing the coat from his body and throwing him into a deep, empty pit. Soon after, they sold him to passing traders for 20 pieces of silver, betraying their own brother. The brothers dipped Joseph's coat in blood and brought it to Jacob, who wept, believing his beloved son was gone. But Joseph was still alive, walking toward Egypt as a slave. There he was purchased by Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Though far from home, Joseph worked faithfully, and God was with him. Potiphar trusted him and placed him over his entire household. But temptation came, for Potiphar's wife tried to lure Joseph into sin. Joseph refused again and again. One day, she grabbed his garment, but Joseph ran, choosing righteousness over sin. In anger, she accused Joseph falsely, and Potiphar had him thrown into prison. Even in the darkness of prison, God had not abandoned Joseph. He prayed, and the Lord gave him peace. Soon, Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker were imprisoned. Disturbed by dreams, they turned to Joseph, and God gave him the wisdom to interpret them. Yet the cupbearer forgot Joseph for 2 long years. Then Pharaoh himself dreamed 7 fat cows swallowed by 7 thin cows, 7 healthy grain heads devoured by 7 thin ones. No one in Egypt could explain the dreams. At last, the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Brought before Pharaoh, Joseph declared, "God is showing Pharaoh what he is about to do." 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. Pharaoh, amazed by Joseph's wisdom, made him governor over all Egypt, placing his ring upon his hand. From slave to ruler, Joseph rode in Pharaoh's chariot as crowds cheered. During the 7 good years, Joseph gathered grain into massive storehouses, preparing the nation for the famine to come. When famine struck the land, people from every nation came to Egypt for food. Among them were Joseph's brothers. They bowed before him, fulfilling his childhood dreams, yet they did not recognize the brother they once betrayed. Joseph knew them at once, but kept his identity hidden. To test their hearts, Joseph arranged for his cup to be placed in Benjamin's sack. When Benjamin was accused, Judah stepped forward, pleading to take Benjamin's place. At last, Joseph saw their repentance. Overwhelmed with emotion, Joseph wept and revealed himself. "I am Joseph, your brother whom you sold into Egypt." The brothers trembled with fear, but Joseph embraced them with tears of love. Then Joseph said, "Do not be afraid. What you meant for evil, God meant for good, to save many lives today." And through forgiveness, the family that was once broken was restored again.